Hello, everyone. I thought I would hop on here. It's been a little while since I've given a talk on spiritual shit. So today, let's talk about possession, the science of it, and how it works. And I'd also like to apologize. My fire alarm is bugging the shit out of me, but our apartment place doesn't allow us to change the batteries, so I'm gonna have to. It's been a whole thing. Anyway, so let's talk about the science of it. First of all, I'll have to break down the different bodies of energy that everybody has. So everybody has the physical body. Everybody knows the physical body. The physical body is attached to the conscious mind. And if you're looking at it from the alchemical perspective, you have the salt, the sulfur, and the mercury, which is representative of the physical body, this individual soul, and the collective consciousness of humanity. If you're looking at it through different yogic paradigms, you have the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind. Conscious mind being associated with the physical body, the subconscious mind being associated with the soul, with the individual soul, and the superconscious mind being associated with the collective consciousness of the entirety of humanity, or actually the world, really. So that's God. Anything can be pulled from the superconscious mind if one can access it. But that's for another day. Possession takes place on the middle thing. So it takes place in the subconscious realm. When you die, you lose the physical body and the conscious mind, and you operate on what you've created in your life to be your subconscious mind. It's the same for a dead human as well as, say, a demon or an angel or other things. They don't have a physical body, so they kind of operate differently. If you are dealing with something like possession, that is because some entity out there has seen your energetic body. Your energetic body has... Think of your energetic body as a glass. Excuse me. And the glass is always filled with water, or always filled with, say it's like Jello. It's always filled with like a clear Jello. If you, and that there's the conscious and the unconscious mind, the unconscious mind being sort of, or sorry, there's the Jungian shadow and the regular self, the active mind and the Jungian, the shadow self. If you have a aspect of this in this jar, clear Jello, take a Jello shot with black ink, put it in the bottom corner of the jar. This is representative of the Jungian shadow. This is an aspect of your shadow that you have not integrated into your identity. Say that this is your energetic field. You have this Jungian shadow. Another entity that is vibrating at the same rate as that shadow can attach to the point in your energetic field that is radiating at the same frequency. So entities that are darker in nature really want to have a physical body. They are always striving to get a physical body. If you have unintegrated sort of shadow aspects of yourself, these things will attach to it. And what that does is it does a number of things. It'll bring distress into your life. A lot of times these things will attach to it, and there will be a subconscious sort of, what's the right way to put this, transaction, agreement that'll take place. So say you have this Jungian shadow that you're not integrated. Say you really want a relationship, but you, in your mind, are you look at everybody else's fucking and you say, okay, that's cool. I want to fuck too. There's a demon who's really good at, say, seduction or something like that. Then they might come around and attach to that, and then they're getting a living host, and you are getting some interesting powers or whatnot. And it's not necessarily evil. I would say that I would say most people do have some sort of entity attached to them. Most people in our current time definitely have some sort of demonic attack, some sort of demonic entity attached to them. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that things are truly, that your life's gonna go into the shit, but they can put your life into the shit in a way. Um, how does one, and this isn't to say that people can't be aggressively attacked and aggressively possessed, especially if there's another magician out there that doesn't like you for whatever reason. They can do a number of things to you, a number of things to your energy body. They could send a demon out there to really. I don't know why anybody would want to send an entity out to possess you. It's a possibility, but for the most part, they will just attach these to your energetic field. If it's like vibrating at a very low frequency, they will just send a whole bunch of, say, negative entities at you. They'll sort of attach to your negative field and start sucking your energy dry, so you'll feel tired, weak, etc. Or if they really want to fuck you up, they can send some big people after you, and just death by curse is a very real thing. And it's usually slow and not pleasant at all. So it's sort of, they'll look throughout the astral, and they'll find your energy body, and they'll sort of just try and merge and attach themselves to it, or change it externally in a way. So it's hacking your energy body. The energy body that you have, your subconscious mind, everything that you are sprouts from your subconscious. So in the Bible, they say you'll know the quality of your actions by the fruits the seeds produce. So if you do something that's good, it will plant a little seed in your subconscious that will blossom into something beautiful one day. If it's not good, it'll blossom into something that will mess you up. It's the same with curses. So you can plant nasty energies, and these nasty energies will translate to nasty thoughts in the person's mind. If you trick them into being fearful of these thoughts, then they water those thoughts with fear. These thoughts grow, manifest, and can become madness in the person's life. You can really send somebody downhill really quickly with a lot of this stuff. How does one block and prepare for possession? Well, first of all, different spirits have different qualities. There are some that are very cold. There are some that are very hot. One of the things that works really well is if you have a cold spirit, turn that thermostat to 110 fucking degrees. If you have a really hot spirit, turn it down to 0. That is something that works. It will weaken the spirit. It depends on the strength of the spirit and whether or not there's a magician trying to attack you, the amount of energy that magician is putting towards the work that they are doing. But that definitely has an effect. Number 2, the Book of Psalms. I believe it's either 7 or 10, is a return to sender spell. The Book of Psalms is a book of spells. Many people don't realize that it is. It's a very, very old, very, very powerful book of spells. There are many different return to sender spells in there, and even if it's just trying to possess you, if you return to sender, it'll return right to the spirit that's trying to attack you. And what it's pretty much saying is, if I have done nothing wrong, if I have, then attack me. But to my knowledge, I have done everything right, and I am being attacked unjustly. Therefore, smite this motherfucker that's attacking me without due cause, without a justification. And they will feel it if you say the Psalms with some power. You will feel that thing vibrate itself into oblivion. Like there ain't no fucking with God. Like that's a very powerful spell book. There are a number of other things you can do. There are sigils and yantras that you can draw onto your physical body that will send energy into your energetic body, that will sort of shield it in a way, and disperse any sort of entity that might be trying to attach itself to you, and they'll just sort of fall off, just sort of fall off of you. Those are the 2 in my arsenal that I've used the most, are sigils and yantras, and that sort of stuff. There's also shielding exercises, which you can do as well. And that is one thing I was always taught, is imagine there's a golden egg surrounding you, and that nothing can get through. That's a very, very basic shielding exercise. When you can start summoning entities, you can ask them to charge your aura, and strengthen it, and so less things get through, less things are able to pass through. And when you really start working with spirits, you can get to the point where a lot of the lesser spirits that try to attack you, maybe some of the parasitic ones, you can sort of befriend and almost eat in a way, and then you actually get energy from them instead of the opposite way, instead of them leeching off of you. So, and the more you practice, the bigger stuff you can eat, and so like you'll get affected less and less, and get stronger more and more the more you practice. So I thought I would make this little video on the science of possession and spell work, just as a kind of something to throw out there. Obviously, I very much, I take a vow of no curses. That does not mean that I won't do a return to sender, and that I won't do a return to sender with interest if I'm being attacked. But I very much do not like curses. I don't like the way they make me feel when I I have done a few, and I always feel like, God damn, like they don't sit right with me. So I usually when I'm connecting to somebody's auric field, I'm doing it for healing purposes. And so if you would like a healing session, definitely send me a message. I do have a little business where I do this stuff. So I would be happy to help you out. We'll get in contact, and I'll walk you through some stuff. I also do spirit mediumships if you're dealing with something that's pestering you, bothering you, whatever. You can definitely hit me up, and I will do what I can to mediate things. That isn't to say that mental health isn't a real issue, and I will do what I can to let you know if it is a mental health problem or if you're genuinely dealing with a spirit. And if it is a spirit, I will do what I can to take care of it. If it is a mental health problem, I can't help you with that. I'm not qualified for that, and I'll let you know. But I thought I would make this little video just as sort of like a scientific breakdown of the process of how spell work and possession works. Thank you all for watching, and have a wonderful day. Peace out.